Even though nighttime flights are not nearly as interesting as daytime flights, these flights still have that vibe attached to them that is irreplaceable. From the winglet light to observing all of the nappers, any aviation enthusiast can attest to how fun these night flights can be. For the first time on my channel, I'm going to be combining two flights into one trip port on board two Southwest Airlines Boeing 737's from Austin to Tulsa via Dallas-Love Field. These flights are going to be a blast, and I'm super excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome to the Austin Bergstrom International Airport on this beautiful January evening. The boys and I have just completed a fantastic plane spotting session here in Austin, so feel free to check out that video if you're interested. In addition to the plane spotting, the Austin Bergstrom International Airport is super nice and modern on the inside as well. I also made a video on that topic, so feel free to check it out too. As always, check-in was simple with Southwest as this process only took a few minutes to complete. One of the biggest benefits about the Austin Bergstrom International Airport is certainly their short security lines. The boys and I were through security within 10 minutes, which I thought was outstanding for an airport of this size. We had a few minutes to spare once we were inside, so we spotted some aircraft in the inside of the airport, including American 737-800 in the AirCal livery, British Airways' Airbus A350-1000, and Virgin Atlantic's Boeing 787-9. These were all really fun to spot up close and personal. Following the sightings of those aircraft, it was time to board our first of two aircraft for the journey back to Tulsa this evening. Docked up here at gate 21 is where we'll find November 8531 Quebec, a nearly 6-year-old Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. Due to our early bookings, we have a really good boarding position for this flight, so let's go ahead and get on board, everybody.
Jet Bridge. USA, let's go. Yeah, getting in trip port, I love it.
And here we go for the pushback, everybody. Be sure to stay on the lookout for the full pushback videos that will be coming out very soon. We will have a short taxi over to runway 18 left for our takeoff today, so let's go ahead and taxi on over there. And here we go for our takeoff on runway 18 left, everybody. I really hope you all enjoyed this takeoff as it was a really good one. Let's climb up to our cruising altitude of 23,000 feet, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, so welcome to our cruising altitude of 23,000 feet. So really quick flight today, only around 35 minutes. So a couple of major notes here from the cruising session. The Southwest interior, the new one as we've talked about previously, is really solid. I think the lower back padding is the only minor nitpick here, but I really love the mood lighting and the seats look really nice, and especially the legroom, which is absolutely outstanding, so that's huge. Here's a little look at seat back contents. We went over these before, so I won't waste too much of your time on it, but they're always nice as usual. And then we had an in-flight service, which I was really impressed by for this 35-minute flight. That really surprised me, so it was really cool to see from Southwest. Their system's really efficient to get all the drinks and the snack mix out there, which I think is one of the best snacks out there in the air. Let me know what you think in the comments, but certainly really impressive to see that, and I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Coming in to land at Dallas-Love Field, first time here in 8 years, which I was very excited about, and I'll have a full video on the layover there, but I'll also put a little bit into this video so you can get a little context going. But nevertheless, we came around on the northeast side of the airport and then looped back around for only 13 left. This was really cool to get to see Dallas in its full context, and I thought this was a really cool approach. So just to get into the arrival sequence for the star there. So absolutely fantastic flight here with Southwest. It was very quick, but I mean, I got it for like $10 with the sales. So absolutely no complaints there. Absolutely loved this flight. Had a great time. That takeoff, by the way, was absolutely amazing. That was a really good buzz, especially for ADAF. I was not expecting it to be that good. So a pretty good load factor on this flight too, considering it was a Monday night here in January. So ultimately, really great, awesome sail. Loved this flight so much. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and land on runway 13 left at Dallas Love Field. I said Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas Love Field International Airport. I hope each and every one of you enjoy. Alrighty, everybody, so welcome to the Dallas Love Field International Airport. So this is our first time at one of the 3 major Southwest operations that isn't at the major airports. That's going to be Dallas Love Field, Chicago Midway, and Houston Hobby. So really glad to cover one of these Southwest operations for the first time, and it's going to be an absolute blast. So as I said earlier, a more in-depth video on Dallas Love Field will be coming out very soon. But in short, pretty much we had a hour-and-a-half layover or so. It was really good. So we arrived at Gate 7, got to take a look at the concourse in its full detail. It's a really nice airport. They have some really nice amenities there, and ultimately just a fantastic time in general. So that was really fun. And then we picked a place to eat because we haven't had dinner to this point. So we looked around, or I should say I looked around on the Dallas Love Field Airport website at the restaurant opportunities, and most of them were just jam-packed. Obviously there was some more traditional options like Chili's and some others, and then what we ended up settling on was more of a local flavor, and that was First Quarter. So First Quarter's this big reference in the group. It's a restaurant there, and obviously I thought the food was really good. I had a burger and fries. I thought it was very good, but yeah, it was just a meme, but everybody had a good time. And it's funny because 2 of our orders ended up coming out like 20 minutes before the other 2, so that was really funny since there was 4 of us. So that was pretty interesting, but luckily we had enough time to eat and it was great. And we also saw the NFL playoff from 2023 of the Dallas Cowboys playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on that Sunday night, or Monday night rather, excuse me. And it was really cool because the Dallas club, the Cowboys club I should say, they have one in Dallas Love Field and DFW, so you could hear the Dallas Cowboys fans from the other side of the airport, which is super funny. So I have a clip here when they scored a touchdown, and I'll be sure to insert that right now.
Bingo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you tell.
So yeah, ultimately a really fun time at First Quarter and watching the Dallas Cowboys play. So glad they won that playoff game. Unfortunate they couldn't go any farther. We'll see what they do this upcoming playoffs if they do make it. But nevertheless, we're on to our next flight after that great dinner session as we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 registered November 490 Whiskey November. This is a nearly 18-year-old Boeing 737-700, and it does feature the old interior as well. So excited for our flight tonight, and yet another brimmed aircraft, 90% full on this 737-700, which we love to see, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead, get boarded up, and get ready to go, everybody.
What power? So another Southwest 737-700.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to seat 17F. So there was no consecutive seats ahead of the engines for the boys and I to sit, so we decided to get this wing view, and I think it turned out really well for this flight. As you can see, we're already pushing back, so it's time to continue that and taxi out to runway 13 right this time for departure. So let's go ahead and do just that. And here we go for our takeoff on runway 13 right, everybody. I really hope you all enjoyed this takeoff, as there was some really cool views of downtown Dallas on this departure. What a fantastic takeoff that was. Let's climb up to our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, everybody. Alright everybody, so welcome to our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, which is probably the most interesting part of this flight, to be completely honest. So usually these Tulsa DAL segments usually do not go over flight level 250, so I was really surprised we went all the way up to 33,000, especially on American Airlines. They're usually at 22,000, so this was really surprising. But nevertheless, this still was a really fun flight. There wasn't too much going on that was too crazy. This flight is a little bit longer than that Austin DAL subfield segment, coming in about 45 minutes or so, but really glad to get back on this route. I haven't flown this particular segment since like 2015, so this was an absolute blast and I really enjoyed it. Taking a look here, we did have in-flight service, so that was very nice, in addition to the seatback contents here, which is exactly what you would expect. I listened to a little bit of music and looked out the window. There was some nice views and cities. I don't know how great my pictures are, but I'll go ahead and throw them on there regardless of how great they are. But yeah, really fun flight, really enjoyed it. Again, I'm sorry that there's not too much to take away from the cruise, but that's really how the flight was. And like I said in the intro of this video, it's still a vibe regardless, and I really enjoyed the atmosphere, even though of course all you're doing is looking at the winglet and what's on the ground, and obviously all the nappers, but it's still a fun time and I really enjoyed it. So our landing into Tulsa will be pretty simple today. We'll make a couple of slight turns to line up for runway 36 right. Again, I apologize that there wasn't too much to these flights, but this is why I decided to combine them. Let me know what you think about this format in the comment section, but particularly for our Southwest Airlines trip reports, you can expect much more of this in the near future. But yeah, great job by Southwest again today. Excuse me. Again, the flight's so well priced. The sale was absolutely amazing, and we probably will not get one like this ever again. So even though there has been some really good ones lately, and that's why I recommend signing up for that Southwest newsletter so you don't miss out on all their sales and all those various elements. But nevertheless, here we go for our landing on runway 36 right, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed this flight, and let's go ahead and finish it off in style.
Julia 3 was a must. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Tulsa International Airport, everybody. It looked like the captain got really close to going off into the grass there with the right main landing gear, so I thought that was very interesting. But outside that, a pretty solid landing for this time of day. We'll make a short taxi today over the gate Bravo 1, and to my knowledge, it's the first time I'll be using gate B1, so I'm really excited for this. So let's go ahead and take it on over there, everybody. And with all of that being said, everybody, I really want to thank each and every one of you so much for watching the Austin day trip content and these two trip reports. These are really fun to put together, and like I said, these night flights are really a vibe and I really enjoyed it. Southwest Airlines, like I said, did a really good job. Their sales are absolutely outstanding, and please utilize them when they come up because they are really the best in that regard, and you can get some really good deals to go to money places you want to go. Really enjoyed it, so much fun, absolute blast on this day trip. Feel free to check it out with the playlist, all the in-flight videos, and so much more content to come. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really want to thank you all so much for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.